Yeah, anyway, so we're going to start off this episode. I guess we can jump right into it. We got a lot to talk about, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
So...
I hate Wednesday.
we're actually...
That's going to be the TikTok. She's going to cut over to you.
We're actually really not that big of a fan of the show.
No, hold on. Here's the TikTok right here. Hold on. I can't stand Uncle Fester. I hate his character.
Well...
Damn, we gotta try it again.
I don't really like Wednesday. I don't really like the show.
No, you should be like, no, I don't like him either. Hold on, ready one more time? Because we're clip farming.
I don't know.
We're clip farming, okay. I don't know. With the Wednesday show, I really don't like the Fester character.
Yeah, me either.
I'm just kidding, he's my favorite.
Yeah. The Fester character is actually, I think, the best part about this show.
That and the Thing. I like the Thing a lot.
And the Thing, yeah. I wish we had the Thing. I was going to buy the Thing to have. But he was a little too expensive.
I love that your inner self just like comes out a little bit and then goes back to Fester.
Yeah. Anyway. So we are going to have time codes in the description if you for some reason want to skip to season 2, if you want to skip to season 1 or past season 1 or to the Addams Family movie.
We wouldn't have to explain it if YouTube would just let us have the damn function to be able to skip. It's annoying.
But anyway, Chewy has... Chewy, what's your opinions on Wednesday?
Oh, yeah, Chewy.
Sure could go for a nice tuna salad right about now.
Chewy, are you awake?
What?
Chewy, we want to know your opinions.
Yeah. Well, now you suddenly care about my opinion now. Well, that's shocking after last time.
Well, we want to know your opinions. You had such interesting ones last time.
Like you care.
Interesting is a strange word to use, but yeah.
Well, that's just rude. Oh, fine. You mean that snooze fest? I didn't care for the slightest. Childish, young, adult, fanfiction dribble.
Whoa, wow. Those are some extreme words. You really don't know anything about subtlety, do you?
You mean drivel, right? Drivel's the word.
You know exactly what I said. Why do you have to correct me in the tiniest little issues? You just want me to feel stupid. You've been making fun of me ever since I've had this bow tie on, and it is a classy.
You said the wrong word.
You said the wrong word.
You said the wrong word, Chewy.
Actually, yeah, you're not being very smart right now.
You know what? You are a bunch of assholes. I'm gonna go take a shit in my litter box and I'll bury it like I always do. How would you feel about that? Huh? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. What's with all the hostile wax? What's with all the hostile wax?
Meow. I'm tired of both of you. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm not gonna be your stupid little shitty podcast.
Okay, fine. You know what? Go.
Go then. Go. Go. See ya.
Meow.
Bye.
Meow. Bye. And your Fester costume sucks, you white cotton boat.
Hey! What are you doing that for?
Jeez.
You're being rude. Get out of here, Chewy. Just go.
Cosplay.
I didn't know why.
I mean, seriously.
I thought I raised him better.
Anyway, we're getting into our podcast here, so we're going to go into Wednesday season 2, and I'm gonna
just calm down. It's okay. I'm sorry. It's not a costume. It's you.
All right, I'm okay.
Look you. Oh, you escaped him? Okay.
Maybe he'll come back, but he's inside me always. Uncle Fester is inside of me always.
Yeah, it does seem like something he does. He likes to crawl inside people.
He can come out of me at any time. Okay, Chewy.
He's angry, damn. See, you can lay off the insults.
Anyway, we're going into Wednesday season 1.
Yep.
Wednesday season 1 follows Wednesday Addams and her family. By the way, we had not seen any Addams Family content before Wednesday.
I've just seen clips of like Addams Family. I watched like the animated version, which is garbage.
My expectation, I've never seen that. My expectations going into this movie were actually pretty high because I've only really heard good things about this show from people I know. And I will say, Wednesday is overrated.
Ooh.
I don't really care for the show that much.
Boo, you stink. You need to leave.
I don't know. But the season 1 really was boring to me.
It's not what I thought it was. I have to say, like, I thought it was a little boring too. I don't know. I thought it was going to be really, but I didn't know. I'm assuming.
I expected a lot more from the show. I wanted it to be really good, and I really gave it a chance, and I went in with high expectations. And honestly, the first episode, I was okay with the first episode. Second episode, I was okay with. And then it just started feeling like the narratives really weren't connecting at all. It didn't feel like anything really was, like, nothing really, I wasn't feeling anything from this show. And I do think there is some positives to the show. I think there's a lot of positives, but I think overall the plot just doesn't work. Like, the writing is weird. The plot is weird. Some of the characters are weird. I wouldn't say all of them. I actually think some of the characters are the strong points of the show.
Mostly the Addams family.
Yeah, so... But Wednesday season 1 generally is Wednesday gets kicked out of public school basically because she puts piranhas in this pool with
strong
people.
Start.
Yeah, that was a good start. She ends up getting transferred to Nevermore Academy, which is like
a school for monsters. And like this world,
school
it's like
for outcasts.
In this world, it's like less about just the Addams family being like a weird family, but it's more like there's creatures in this world. Like there's not, is there vampires? No, I think, but there's like
probably
there's like people. There's like Medusa type of creatures. There's werewolves. There's people whose like faces are all blurred.
Ajax,
yeah.
I forgot to put his character in here because I got all the character names written down.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it follows her going to Nevermore, and it's kind of like, at first it kind of feels like this Harry Potter kind of thing where she walks in and she's learning all these things. There's all these different cliques. There's like
it's a classic, like, here's the popular girls, and there's like the ones that,
and there's like different sections of the different like versions of creatures and stuff, like, and they're different cliques. So it kind of feels like Harry Potter when they walk in, and it's Gryffindor and Ravenclaw, and it's all this stuff. And she goes and meets her dorm partner and meets friends, and it does feel like that Harry Potter feel. Mm-hmm. But then it kind of it loses all the magic that is Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. Like the interactions between the people is really what makes Harry Potter so good. Well, and just everything else. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't even know how to put my words into words about the show, because
I can. I can.
I will say that I've never ever, I haven't watched a show yet that's on my ranked list that I remember watching. Like, I haven't watched a show yet that I have been able to be on my computer, look away, be okay not paying attention a little bit, because this show was
that dull.
It was damn near boring me to death. Like, it was, and I don't want to sound like overly critical of the show, but I do want to go through the negatives. I do think it was I think the pacing was really bad for the show. I think the biggest point, honestly, that annoys me is the dialogue's a little weird. The dialogue, some of the acting, sometimes. The writing in general, yeah, it's the writing of the dialogue. And you know, when you go into it, it does feel like this kind of like, you know, it's like this teen drama, like, and that's fine. Like, I can enjoy teen dramas. I can get into that subject matter. Say, you know, there's going to be these cliches. There's going to be these things. But even going into those things, they have to be written well within their own genre. And I don't feel like this was written very well. I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know how to say it, though. I really don't. Mm-hmm. I mean, at first I was really optimistic. Yeah, it feels like Harry Potter. You're going in, you're meeting all these teachers, and it honestly feels like a female-led, like a woman-led Harry Potter series. Like, Wednesday is, you know, and honestly, I'll give it to her. Wednesday is, like, really good, I feel like, throughout this whole show. I think. Do you think so? I think her as a character and the way Jenna Ortega plays her, yeah. I think that's, like, honestly the thing that carries the show.
I really like her. I like
her performance is. I
like how flawed she is.
Yeah.
I do. Like, I don't need her to be a perfect person. I like that sometimes she is.
She's not like this bland character, and she's not even just this bland character that's really like good, evil for no reason, or just be trying to be quirky for no reason, and it could have definitely went that way. So they write Wednesday, and it's not even just writing wise. Jenna Ortega does play her in a very convincing way. I mean, she is lifting the show up on her shoulders. She's carrying the show on her shoulders. I think I do want to touch on some positive parts before we really go deep into the negatives. I truly think Jenna Ortega carries this show, but also I do think the Addams family, is the best parts of the show as well, and the dynamic between them.
What is sad is after watching the movie now, like, I am very disappointed with how they handle the family dynamic in the show.
The movie definitely adds a new perspective too.
It is. I'm like, oh my god, they like, I don't know, just feel like they destroyed so much, because Tim Burton loves family drama a lot. Like, he's very, I don't know, like, think about Willy Wonka, like that original movie. It's just this guy who owns this chocolate factory, and he's this mysterious dude, and he brings children into it. And then he redoes the whole movie, and suddenly Willy Wonka is like this very strange, creepy individual that has like insane daddy issues, and he goes and meets his father, who was a dentist and hated it when he ate candy. I don't know. It's just, he also does this thing where he feels like he needs to like explain or give backstory to things.
There's so much over-explaining in the show, and it's not even that like.
Which I don't know how much he was actually involved in the show, because sometimes he's like
was
involved.
he like an actual writer, or was he just directing it?
That's what I'm saying, because like sometimes like his name is on stuff and everyone thinks everything's involved with him, but it's not. Like, there's kind of the thing with I think Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of people think that was all him. I think Nightmare Before, but the actual creator of that like went on to do like James and the Giant Peach. I don't know. It just sometimes, gotta say this about Tim Burton. Some of his older movies. I love some of his older movies. I love some of these like, it really did feel like he was a different type of filmmaker back in the day, but now it just feels like it doesn't feel different. It just feels like it reminds me of some quirky girl who thinks that she's, or just a quirky person.
We can't really blame it on Tim Burton, because Tim Burton wasn't a writer. It doesn't look like he was a director. He was the director.
I'm saying in general of his movies and stuff. Yeah. Because back in, you see, like, he made Edward Scissorhands. He likes to make movies that are like about outcasts and people who are different from society. But now it feels like his movies they're kind of like bland and not actually that different or unique or, I don't know, special, but it feels like it thinks it is.
Yeah, Charles Addams is the guy who created the original Addams Family. I'm assuming.
You mean the original the movie?
Probably the cartoon. Probably the cartoon or something.
Because it was a comic, wasn't it?
I think so. I think this is the guy who created the comic. He died in 1988. They credited him as a writer, but the other writers I don't know of. So I don't know. I just think the writing really, really falls on this show. I think it could have been so good, because all the recipe is there, but it just doesn't get executed right. Like, I just feel like the way they take these characters, it's just bland, it's boring, it's predictable, it just feels empty. It doesn't feel like engaging, at least to me. And I know this is a show that's appealed to a lot of people. I know it's appealed to people I know. And I don't know. Maybe it's just not for us, but
that's the thing. I don't know who it is for, because I won't want like my like little girl to be watching it. But also it feels sometimes a little too childish for like teenagers.
Right.
It's the thing.
It's weird, like, because like you said, there's like a surprising amount of like gore to the show,
which is fine. Like,
and
obviously, like, we're not offended by it.
No, that's fine. But it is weird when you think of it as being a kid show or an adult show, and it's like it's this weird mix. In the Addams Family movie, it's very comical and like violent, but not like in a gory way.
It's weird because in the movie I just watched, I feel like that was actually more like morbid and like adultish kind of. I mean, obviously it's a family movie, but when I mean adultish, I mean like it doesn't feel like someone trying to be creepy and scary. Like, I don't know.
So Wednesday season 1 follows her going to the school, meeting all these friends, kind of getting involved, and then she goes to the town, Jericho.
I do have to say, I like the Enid character.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So I like her a lot.
I think we should mention
some of the characters.
We like the Addams Family as a family, this new cast of Addams Family. I think they all did a really good job for the most part.
I like the mother.
I think the dynamics are cool. I think every character has shown some way of being different.
The only thing that's sad, though, is if we do go back to the original... I don't want to talk about it too much because we'll talk about the movie later, but...
Yeah, we'll talk about the movie later.
Okay, just comparing the characters.
We'll go through season 1 first. We need to go through this first.
Okay.
But she ends up meeting this guy, Tyler, at this coffee shop. He ends up being, spoiler alert, the villain of season 1, or at least one of them, along with one of her teachers. And I assumed that it was going to... I actually knew who the teacher was going to be the villain before this. That was the only thing I got spoiled, because she's played by Christina Ricci, who plays the original Wednesday. So I knew that she had some kind of nefarious role in this show. Mm-hmm. But this other boy ends up becoming the other villain, which is kind of like this love interest to Wednesday.
But he's not actually, because I think he was like trying to play her or something. I can't tell what he was trying to do there.
I'm just really confused by the plot, and honestly, like, by episode, I gave it a chance up until like episode 5. There was honestly a point where me and you both considered not continuing with the show.
There were some scenes I was like, can we just skip through this? I was cranky.
There was parts where we almost decided just not to watch the rest of it and just do the podcast on something else. Mm-hmm. Because it was dragging so much in the middle of the seasons. I think the biggest thing, and especially in season 2, and I think this is the biggest thing, one of the biggest issues I have with Wednesday, is that the episodes are absolutely way too long. I said it every episode that we watched one. I'm like, why is this episode so long? Because it's different. With some shows, I just don't feel like a show needs a long episode unless it needs a long episode. Like, these episodes could have been 42 minutes. They could have even been shortened to 35 minutes, like Disney Plus episodes, like, of stuff. But like a 42-minute cable episode, it could have been that length. Like, sometimes these episodes ran on to like an hour and 10 minutes and over an hour, 55 minutes. Like, season 2 on average was almost an hour every episode. I mean, it's just way too much. The story doesn't move quick enough. No. It's not engaging enough. At
least that's the thing. I don't want to be mean, because like
I don't want to be mean.
This is probably like for like I can see an audience, like, if it's for them, it's for them. Like, right. That's the thing.
And there is, like, obviously, I can appreciate the positives of this, that it does connect with definitely young girls, and it's a good show for young girls to see, because it's a very woman-led show too. I mean, it's very woman-led, and I think honestly, those characters are written some of the best in terms of Wednesday. Some of the guys
are written really poorly.
Yeah, in terms of Wednesday, I think she's really well written for the most part. You know, I don't think
it's not like none of it's like astounding. Not anything's right. Like groundbreaking.
But she is like, I think, the best part of the show, and that's good. That Wednesday is the best part of the Wednesday show. I'm glad, you know, or her and Fester, I think. But
you like Fester?
I do like Fester. Anyway, she
like, I was doing his makeup and he was like, "Get the ball cap," and I was like, "It did not fit earlier," and he's like, "Get it. We'll make it fit." And you don't want to see the back of the ball cap. There's a lot of bobby pins.
Wednesday, I do think Enid too. She's played by Emma. Oh shoot, she plays in the Minecraft movie. She's the same.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I not realize that?
She's played by Emma Myers.
They're good. They're good actresses too. And you're gonna hear this paper on the microphone. I'm trying. Like, you're just gonna hear it pop and move everyone's.
That's fine. So Emma Myers as Enid, I thought Enid's character was pretty good, and I honestly I did enjoy their relationship. I do think there was parts in season 2 that we'll get to that we can talk about where I think that relationship was a little bit
drama to be drama, just written to be drama, and that's it. But I enjoy them in season 1 more, definitely. Their dynamic in season 1, working as this team, and how, you know, Enid brings out this other side in Wednesday. Obviously, they're very purposeful to do that.
I think she's a really good part of season 1. We also have some of the other characters. Well, in terms of the family, we have Lurch, which is just there for the most part, but good for what he needs to be. Gomez and Morticia, which I think those actors pulled off their parts very well. I thought they were even better in season 2.
Well, they were more involved. That's the
right.
thing.
But season 1, the family's barely involved in it. Pugsley's barely in it.
Fester even less so.
Fester's barely in it too. He has like 1 episode. Season 1 is more focused on Wednesday at the school with Jericho, the town, with this mystery that's going on. And I think that's why a big part of season 1, I just felt so bored, because they bring in the family and they show them interacting. And it's so interesting.
It's more enjoyable.
It's more enjoyable.
You have to remember, we didn't really watch any other Addams Family stuff. So.
No, yeah, and I didn't know anything about them. I just knew, I work at Burger King, so we had a Wednesday promotion last year with Gomez's churro fries and
I thought you were going to be like, I worked at Burger King and I would never go Wednesday.
Chocolate shake and Things Rings and other things. So, I just knew, that's the extent of what I know about the Addams Family and the song. That's it. And I knew of Uncle Fester, didn't know who he was, what he did. That's it.
I'm sure there's been some interesting jokes with that name.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, the family's barely in this first season. We really go and focus on the friends. And I think the friends, other than Enid and Wednesday, other than that specific friendship, I think everything else is really annoying.
Or just boring.
Or just...
lost potential, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, a lot of it is just... It just drags on too long. So basically, we have... Hold on. Well, in terms of the staff at the school, we have the principal, Weems, played by the amazing Brianna Tarth.
Amazing Brianna Tarth.
Yeah.
What's her actual name?
Gwendolyn Christie.
Damn.
Yeah.
She seems like a Gwendolyn.
Her character was okay. She was kind of this force against Wednesday through most of the season.
Yeah, and they they hinted more towards her character, but they didn't go too deep into it.
And that's what's so upsetting about this show is there's so many interesting things they could have done, and they just didn't go into them deep enough.
No.
And we'll talk about that even in season 2 with the sirens. But in season 1, I just feel like there was honestly, season 1 doesn't feel like there was missed potential. I think season 1, for me, I was just bored.
I think there was some missed potential with the sirens, I think.
Season 2...
The sirens.
I will say, season 2, I actually was paying attention. We were actually... I was watching the episodes.
I beginning a lot in season 2.
Yeah, well, season 2 has its issues too. But season 1, in general, I watched thoroughly up to episodes 4 or 5. And then I was like, this is so boring. And I was like... It was getting to this point where these storylines were dragging on so long, and it didn't feel like any of the narrative was really hitting or making me care about what's happening. And I just was like, I need to finish the season so we can at least do the podcast on 1 season. And we weren't even going to watch season 2 originally. Season 1, the way it ended was enough to justify us to say, let's watch another episode, because the finale of season 1 was pretty okay. It was an okay finale.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was different. It was okay, that was a little fun. So that was enough to get us to justify watching season 2, episode 1, and then season 2, episode 1. We really liked the beginning of that, but we'll talk about season 2. In a minute. So some of the people that were at the school, we have Tyler, who is the sheriff's son, who becomes this love interest for Wednesday and then also ends up becoming a villain in the show. We also have this character Xavier, who is this artist guy who also has a crush on Wednesday, and this is where this weird love triangle comes in.
Oh my god,
this love triangle in this first season is
oh my god. Maybe it's because I'm an adult and I'm not a teenager. I don't know.
I just don't feel like it is interesting in one bit.
The whole time I was like, girl,
I think it drags down the show so much because Wednesday, you can explore relationships with her, but that was not the most interesting part about her. And seeing her get into those relationships wasn't interesting either. I
actually think the idea of her getting a relationship is very interesting because of how she wants to be alone. She wants to be her to fall in love. That is, and also it's a.
What I'm saying is though they didn't write it well. They didn't write it well.
It could be such good potential because think about how in love her parents are and how she wants to be so different from her mother, like, that would be such a good dynamic to, like, work off and play with. But it's just, there's so many times in the show it's like, that was so cringy. And I hate saying that word. I think the word cringe is used so much in a harmful way. But there's just some lines I was like, that was so awkward. And it would have been something I would have said when I was a teenager. And, I mean, that might be what they're going for, but they don't really call out how it's awkward and cringy. Like, it feels like it's trying to be played seriously, so that's the difference.
The way I, like, just feel about this first season is it was just something that was just so meh for the most of it. There was good parts. I think the episode when Fester comes in and getting to see him and Wednesday's relationship, that whole episode is really good, just to see them bouncing off of each other. But it's the same thing with Wednesday with Pugsley and Wednesday with Gomez and Morticia, everything with them, and even any scene that Thing is in with Wednesday.
The acting, the puppet, would you call it puppetry? I don't know. But
I don't know what it is yet.
The hand acting is really, it's good.
Yeah.
I like the hand acting. Really weird thing they do with him in season 2, but I'll get to that.
Yeah. So anyway, one of your biggest things about this first season that you hated was the therapist character played by, what's her name from, I know her from that song that you, the Sex in the Butthole song.
What?
Yeah, the
what are you
it's
talking
like
about?
the anal virgin song. You're still a virgin if you do anal, or
what?
Hold on.
I know the therapist from that Angel, the Virgin Butthole song.
I've showed it to you before. Yeah, the loophole.
What?
Hold on.
What are you talking about, Uncle Fester?
I'm talking about the loophole when you do the anal and it's not considered breaking your virginity.
All right, this is creepy. We gotta be careful, dude. This is weird.
Loophole. This one. And she's in Big Bang Theory.
You've not shown this to me.
I haven't?
No.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
What the hell is this?
I used to sing this all the time.
Do what my mom and dad and God say.
This is what you know her mainly from.
Go to church and Bible school to live by God's rules.
And they're both in Big Bang
So
Theory.
whatever people tell me,
She's Sheldon's like stalker.
that's what the Bible tells me I will do. Walk the halls of high school with my purity ring. Unlike those other girls, I got my morals in check. It was easy to do till I got a boyfriend. And pardon my French, but he's cute as heck. But I made a pact to keep my hymen intact, and Jesus and I are tight. Never learned about the birds and bees. I was taught to keep an aspirin in between my knees, cause the Bible says premarital sex is wrong. But Jason says that guys can't wait that long. I don't wanna lose him to someone who'll do him. I need to figure something out. Well, there's a loophole in the scripture that works.
No, there's children.
Get him off without going to hell. It's my Hail Mary full of grace.
You see what the Mormons do.
Go to fifth base. Thank you for making me holy. And thank you for giving me holes to choose from. And since I'm not a godless whore, they'll have to come in the back door. Therefore, fucking
Yes, because I love Jesus. I love it that way. The good sensation of that sensation.
It's just between you
and me.
Uncle Fester, don't show this to me, please.
Sex that God can't see.
Okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. Uncle Fester, please. Stop.
We'll have to watch the rest later. Anyway. That's God's loophole.
It reminded me of a fucking Shane Dawson skit.
That's God's loophole. So, that's what I know her
Do you know
from.
what Mormons do to get around having sex?
What?
So what they do is something called soaking, where they put the pee-pee in the vajiji, and someone else gets on the bed and jumps up and down to make the sensation of it. So technically they're not having sex. I guess he just whoop fell into her. Oh my god, my penis fell in your
Anyway, you hate this therapist in the first season.
I fucking hated her. I think therapy is really important. I actually wish I could go to therapy right now. I just don't have insurance. Hey! This is a terrible therapist. No therapist sits down and she's like, I don't want to talk to you. She's like, do you think that the reason why you don't want to talk to me is because of your deep childhood possession and making sure that you're not like your mother? Therapists don't fucking talk like that.
And the funny part is there's at one point where Wednesday suspects that she's like the killer, that she's the person behind all this. And
God.
And then you're like, oh, that makes so much sense. That's why she's such a bad therapist. She's been like doing all this stuff on purpose. And then no.
And then what's even worse?
Killed.
No, what's even worse is that she is like, you are a psycho, basically, to like this little girl. She starts calling like a psycho and says she needs to go to some ward. And then I'm like, see, she's a terrible therapist. But no, she wasn't. So she actually was really just a bad therapist, and she wasn't a bad guy. She actually was awful.
Yeah.
So I hated her so much.
Yeah, she was rough. Anyway, yeah, the love triangle is really bad.
Like, it's just so funny. I'm sorry. It's just so funny that she, like, goes to the bathroom and can you imagine a therapist being like, you can't escape the sessions forever! You can't be in there until the session's done!
Yeah.
You have to come out!
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, back to the writing, I guess. The writing, for me, is just really boring. Especially in this first season. And it's just plain old lazy and bad, and just the way characters explain stuff over and over again, they just I don't know how to explain it with like out showing examples, but it's constantly throughout the whole show. Maybe that's fine for a kid's show, but like if you're trying to appeal,
sometimes I don't know the tone they're
but there's a way you can appeal to both kids and adults, because this show is obviously trying to, with their mature kind of audience that they're trying to appeal to, but I
feel bad saying this, and what if there's like adults that actually like enjoy this show?
I mean, I'm sure there is adults that enjoy the show.
I don't mean, I'm not saying it, but I know there is.
And honestly, let me just say, I do like I've
never been a high school type of person. I think
another big thing that really skews this for me is I really have not seen that many bad shows. I've only watched, like, when I was ranking the show on my TV show ranking list on my phone, you know, I'm looking at all these other shows I've watched, and a big thing about me is I don't just like turn on random shows. You don't want to watch,
it's like you don't want to commit to something.
I don't usually turn on just random shows like a lot of people do. Some people just watch the new show on Netflix, or they just watch the new show that comes on TV, or they just happened to seen this show from a long time ago. I've only went and seen shows, especially in this age of really no cable. You're picking what you want to watch.
Yeah, you should. The shows that everyone says.
And I do think this is a detriment about me. I choose to watch shows that typically have better reception, and it's usually what gets me to watch the show in the first place, and same with movies. So just naturally, my taste, or the things I've seen, only end up being very good stuff, or at least moderately good. Like even the lowest stuff on my list, like there is some stuff low on my list, but some of those things, like, I just had watched beforehand, or for other reasons. But Wednesday, this is one of those shows that maybe it's just one of those shows that maybe I'm just taking it too seriously. It's just something fun to put on. It's something fun to enjoy.
But then I feel like they're trying to make it serious.
I think it's enjoyable, but I feel like it's one of those shows that you can look away from, walk away from, come back, miss an episode, have it explained to you later, and watch the finale. And but I'm sure that's like that for a lot of shows. But the shows I've watched have been shows that you can't miss an episode. You can't look away from the TV. They have you entrenched in what's happening. And I just don't feel like this show is written that way, to be that way. I'm not getting entrenched in the characters. And that's the first thing that has to happen in a good show, is you have to get entrenched in the characters. And I waited 4 episodes and I still didn't feel anything. I like Wednesday, but I still didn't get that, like, I love Wednesday. Like, I'm ready to see her character evolve.
Yeah.
But she's good enough to the point where I'm like, this is the most enjoyable part of the show, and she steals the screen every time she's in it. She's obviously putting a ton of effort into her performance. Like, she is doing very well. These other actors, on the other hand, I don't know. Like, with this Tyler guy,
I don't know why.
and this
like,
Xavier
she's able to own
guy,
it. Like, when she talks and like she says lines that are kind of like theater-ish, like a little weird, like she just owns it. And sometimes
she does.
When he says it, it just feels really like...
Jenna Ortega carries the show by far. I don't think, like, A lot of the acting in season 1 is really amateur.
But I mean, I saw
downright
some really good
cringy.
acting from him, though. Like, I feel like I wonder if it is just the director.
Tyler, yeah. So Tyler,
Yeah. I feel like he
the
is-
Hyde, he does have moments where he brings out this acting, but maybe it's not the acting. Maybe it's just the writing
Or the
And
directing, too, because you gotta
It could
imagine
be,
he's
it
there
could be.
saying, like, act more like
It could
this,
be. It
do
could be a
this.
mix of all of it because you do see it come out sometimes where he is a good actor. You can tell he has that capability in him, but the lines they give him, the way they direct him to say them, they are downright cringy, unbelievable, or just they don't feel right.
I have to say a few things because we're going to talk about like how characters talk.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand the villains in the show. I think they're so shallow and
So I guess we can go on to that now. The villains. Let's talk about season 1 specifically. The villains in the show, I think, are one of the weakest parts of the show, and it's unfortunate because the villain is played by the old Wednesday. They could have made her so interesting, and she's just like
she's not scary.
She's not interesting. She's not scary. She doesn't have that interesting of a backstory. I was
like when
expecting
she died.
more.
I was like, all right, woo.
Yeah, so in season 2, it even gets worse because she dies in just like this
Spoiler.
random way. But in season 1, even she's just downright boring, and it's honestly predictable. Even if I didn't know it was her, it's just predictable. She's the only other character in the school that gets attention a lot of the time that has no other reason to be there other than just be there, and obviously she ends up being the villain. Tyler, on the other hand, I actually didn't expect him to become the villain. You got spoiled for it. I didn't expect him to be the villain, but
I was confused at how something's played out because like.
but it's still just confusing because like I still don't get the whole motive the whole season. I don't really understand
too, like
it.
does he like her? Like, does he love her? Or maybe did I forget something?
Or maybe we just missed it because at that point, I will say in the last like between episodes like 5, 6, and 7, we were like doing other stuff. We were on our computer. We were doing other things. You know, I just wanted to get through the season to get through it. By the finale, I feel like it kind of ramped up again and it caught my attention again. But the fact is I was able to do that for 2 or 3 episodes and it didn't really affect me that much. And I feel like that reflects on the show. And unfortunately, I really like a lot of points about this a lot of parts about this show, but there is some really big detriments that just it just didn't catch my attention, and I'm seeing it online. I'm seeing it. It's not just us. I did make sure to look it up first before we come out in here with
public enemy number 1.
Yeah, before we come on here with this radical opinion, I did look it up online. A lot of people think the writing is very flawed, and in the season, it's just boring.
I think Tim Burton's writing has been slowly getting like.
Well, he didn't write it. He's not.
I'm talking about his directing. I know you're not right, but like think about. Like, he did work on Dumbo, too, for Disney, and it was, in my opinion, like, not that great either. Like, I don't know. I'm just disappointed, because I feel like it's nothing new, it's nothing creative, it's nothing original anymore. I mean, there was that stop-motion scene that felt like Tim Burton-y, but I don't know. Disappointed in the way he's gone.
So we talked about what's good about the show. I think the family is the best parts. The Enid and Wednesday is the best parts. The Things character, the effects, the overall vibe of the show is right. It feels right.
Actually, no, we can't say that because I don't know what the vibe is they're going for is sometimes. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes I don't know. Are they going for lighthearted? Or are they going for... Because I
think if the vibe is both lighthearted and dark and like this in between both times, that's fine. But the writing doesn't reflect that.
I'm saying it doesn't merge as well.
I'm just saying the vibe they give across with the set design, with the music and everything. I feel like that mood they establish is right for the show. If they would have had the writing down, it would have succeeded. I think the biggest detriment to the show is the writing, and that's it. I mean, this Xavier character in the first season, he's like this painter and he's so cool, but then he's just like this stalker and this person who just won't give up on Wednesday, and it's just so aggravating.
I don't think he was ever cool. I think his power is cool.
Yeah, right. His power is cool, but that's what I'm saying is he could have been cool, but he is just this like magnet to Wednesday, and he has no other character other than just being annoying, and it's just I just can't stand it. And he gets cut out of the second season. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's so funny because I feel like they were trying to set up some romance for later because he's like, here's my phone. And then we see in the first part of like the first season, she just like fucking shredded it.
Yeah.
She destroyed it. She did not want it at all. And he was just gone. It was just a way to write him out because I don't know what happened to the actor. Do you know? Can you look it up real quick?
I looked it up. So supposedly he had sexual assault allegations.
I literally said, I was like, what? Did he like hurt a woman or was he a pedophile?
He did have sexual assault allegations, but from what it seems like is there was never any confirmed stuff. It was very much just allegations, and it looks like he was fired before the allegations were even like confirmed. It was just I'm assuming because already his character was negatively received.
Oh, was? Really?
I don't know. But I'm saying if we both didn't like him, he felt like one of the weakest parts of the season. I'm just assuming if he gets these allegations and Netflix is just like...
And he's a romantic interest with...
Netflix is just like, just cut him out. Like, we don't need him. There's no reason to even risk having him in the show.
Yeah.
Because, what's the big deal? It'd be different if it was Enid or Wednesday or one of those big characters, but it's not. It's some random guy. Like, just cut him out. If he has the allegations, it's going to hurt us, whether it's real or not.
Yeah.
And whether that's right or not, but, whatever. I didn't care for his character, and honestly, I was happy he was gone. So, I don't know.
It's sad. Like, she gives no indication that she likes these boys until she kissed him. Mm-hmm. Like she just and like
yes, Tyler gets annoying too because there's that moment where he goes, "I thought you liked me."
Yeah, he's like,
"You gave me all these signs."
And I was like, "What signs?"
She literally has a blank face 90% of the time.
I was like, "This is fucking written by a man or something?" Like, what? Who wrote that? Like, she's given no indication. Like, she's given friendship mostly. Mm-hmm. Like, what has she done that's like flirting?
Yeah.
And then the other guy, it's more believable because it's more better because she put all these accusations on him and that's more believable. But then there's just weird moments with this poor girlfriend, or not girlfriend, but he goes to prom with this girl, the siren girl, whatever her name is.
So name? Bianca,
which failed potential from her.
Oh my God, she's another character that just feels like she's just so
underused,
wasted, and she just ends up becoming cringy and just this. I don't know. This is part of the show I just don't care for, and it's like you could have made her character work.
Yeah. I wouldn't say cringy, but just every time it happened, I was I'm bored because the story was not there for me at all for her. And it could have been so much more interesting. And then it just became useless, her whole story there. And then later in season 2, I'm she also has a super strong ability to control people with just her voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, you could so easily get out of this. I know it's your reputation.
Her character does get better in season 2, but in season 1, she really bothered me. I feel like.
What'd she bother you with?
Just her and her mom. Well, it was really just it was boring. A big part of it. I think in season 2, it's better because she's actually used in an important part of the plot in season 2. Another big part is.
Hold on. But I was saying in the prom though, he goes with her and then he's being a fucking loser with her the whole time. He's just goggling over on Wednesday, and she's like, "Are we gonna are we?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm over her." And then he sits there, he's like, "Can you use your siren on me to make me forget her?" I'm like, can you imagine you're on this prom date with some guy, and he was like, "I need you to wipe my memory because I just can't be here knowing she exists. I can't."
He was just a pathetic character. There was nothing.
And she's like, "Oh my
him.
Fucking God!" What? Yeah. And she's just bye.
That's what I mean. There was just so many points in the show. I'm just this is so stupid the way they wrote this. And
cringy teenage boys. Let's not even get into that.
I'm very disappointed in it.
In that line parts. Where Enid in the second season with Ajax and Enid, where he's like, "I guess squirrels and rats can't work together."
Yeah.
It's that meme.
Yeah, Ajax is another one of the characters. He has basically this Medusa head. It's really cool. He was all right in the first season. I thought he was
charming. I thought he was silly.
Yeah, in the second season, he becomes just this
it's drama.
It's just not interesting. It's just drama.
It's just drama. That's it.
A big thing is Tyler as a villain. He's just not intimidating. It's the lines they give him.
His monster does not look scary.
He's like, "I'm gonna kill you now." And he's like some actors can pull that off, that low, deep, intimidating voice, and he's just not one of them.
I think his monster looks so stupid.
That's a whole other thing. His CGI on his monster is just
But his design looks dumb.
The design and the CGI together, it's just rough. It's I don't know. At the end of the season, though, Wednesday ends up bringing back this like white supremacist, like pilgrim guy, Joseph Crackstone. That was pretty cool. It was like really.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
It was interesting. I mean,
no, but I do love that. Like, there's this moment where the woman evil teacher brings her back, and she's talking. He's like, "Silence, woman!" Like, she's like, "Oh yeah, he's sexist." Like, he's just like, "Shut up!
Yeah.
You're not supposed to speak."
Yeah.
And then later in season 2, there's another like sexist. This like. We'll talk about him later. That was.
The sheriff also really bothered me throughout this whole season.
Oh
the
God.
police are so useless in this whole show.
They're just not like people. That's
in
what it
season
feels like.
1 and 2, the police are just freaking useless.
They don't feel like people.
Like, why have them there in every episode if they're just gonna be useless? Like, it's so annoying. And then Wednesday's seeing these visions of Goody Adams, this ancestor of hers that looks like her.
It is. I think it's played by her, right?
Played by her. She was killed by Joseph Crackstone.
That's interesting.
Or whatever. And Joseph Crackstone comes back, and there's this like final confrontation between Wednesday and Joseph Crackstone, and it was like painted in that like vision that one guy had seen at the beginning of the season. So it's pretty cool seeing that final confrontation between them. She ends up losing that sword fight though, and Bianca ends up stabbing him, and he like disintegrates. I
She's
don't
lost
know.
every sword fight. I figured.
The only other character here that I have written down is Eugene, who is the bug boy, who I will say in the first season I enjoyed.
Oh wait, what about the brother in the
Pugsley?
Yeah, Pugsley.
Pugsley's not in the first season like at all.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But he is there. I mean, he's just
cute.
in the beginning.
He's a little charming.
Eugene in the first season, the kid with the bugs. I like him in the first season. He served his job.
He had like this cute, like this romance with Enid that was.
I will say in season 2, he really bothered me. I did not like him in season 2.
He bothered you.
I think his actor, unfortunately, I know he's just a teenager, but that actor.
You think his acting got worse?
Yes.
Really?
Not that it was
I didn't
worse.
really notice it because he's not really even part of it that
when
much.
you're young as an actor, you can get away with like that more like Disney Channel like way of saying lines and like moving your face around and he has these braces, so he's like a nerd, and he's like it's funny in the first season, but in the second season he's like this man. He's just like this man.
He's a grown man.
He's just this man. He's like, Wednesday, he comes up and he's like scrunching his face up all and like talking like this like kid voice, almost like in the first season, and it just doesn't work like the way he's delivering.
Grown ass man.
I don't like him. I in the second season it did not hit for me. I think he worked as a kid and he didn't evolve, and the season took 3 years to come out, so you can't have him like, I don't know. Because supposedly only probably a summer has passed between season 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what's funny.
But 3 years have passed in real life, and that's the problem with TV shows taking forever. And then you have this kid that was like 9 years old, it looked like, and now he's like, I don't know. He's probably
9 years old.
He's probably like 11, and now he's like 14 in the second season. But like, I don't know. I just thought it was a little ridiculous. Anyway, I think that's pretty much season 1. Fester did have an episode in season 1. He came in like the 6th episode or something. That was really entertaining. The parts he was in it. He has a way better episode in season 2 though. Overall, season 1.
Mid.
I don't even think mid. I actually actively disliked the season more than liked it.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's mid or average. I actually think this season brings it down below average. The problems it has, the fact that I was
actually,
able...
you know what? When I watch the movie, it makes me dislike the show more.
Yeah. And the fact that I was able to look away and do other things and not care about the show and actively get annoyed about how long the episodes were. I mean, I just don't think that's a good sign. Like, that's not a good sign for a show. And I appreciate certain things about this show. I can see the strong points about this show. Season 1 didn't hit for me. That's just how I feel.
Uncle Fester.
It's time for Fester's Big Fucking Board!
Yay.
Today we're ranking Wednesday.
Your
and
belief fills me with dread.
we have 2 new boards today.
I'm feeling bored already.
Thanks to Wednesday Adams. She has made me 2 new boards today. Come on.
Seeing you struggle fills me with joy.
Wednesday season 1 is our first ranking. I'm not a huge fan of Wednesday season 1.
Well, I feel the same way.
I don't like it that much. I think I'm the best part of that show. And my niece is a really good part of that season as well.
Oh, thank you.
I really love my family in that season, but everything else, all those stupid little kids, all those stupid little teenagers, they're little hoodlums. They're all annoying. They're all little drama kids.
Hey, and queens. Mostly kings, though. Wow.
Mid D tier.
Damn.
Because I don't even think it's high D tier.
It went down after watching The Addams Family, too.
To be honest, it would be an F if it wasn't for my family and my niece's performance in the first season.
That's me.
Yep.
Here you go.
Now it's time to rank. Come on. You're going to rip my thing. Now it's time to rank Wednesday Season 2. I like Season 2 more than Season 1. It has more of my family in it. I think it still has a lot of issues. I think it still has a lot of writing issues. It's not as good as I wanted it to be. It's overstuffed, overfilled, but also somehow underdeveloped, but it's also too long, but it's also not long enough.
Critic, Uncle Fester.
Well, I'm just a movie critic.
TV show.
Yeah, TV show, I'm sorry. I do think, though, even with all of its good parts, it gets brought down by the amount of negatives and the amount of things I get annoyed at. It's going in mid-C tiers.
So I just like it when you move your head, your ball cap scrunches up.
So I do like it. I think it's enjoyable, but I honestly would put it in B tier or A tier if it wasn't for so many annoying writing issues. But those writing issues bring it down to C.
My eye keeps twitching. It looks like I'm really...
So yeah, that's my ranking for the seasons here.
Okay. All right, and now
it's time for my other big fucking board. Fester's big fucking board. So today we're ranking on this board is TV series as a total, as a whole. Today we're ranking Wednesday as a whole series.
There you go.
Where's the tape at?
Oh.
You didn't give me the tape.
I didn't do it on purpose.
That's upside down.
Oops.
Wednesday on my big fucking board as a whole series, seasons 1 and 2 together. I do have to meet in the middle somewhere, but I will not be as harsh to throw it in D tier. I don't think it deserves to be in D tier as a whole show. I think season 2 did help it bring it up a little bit. I enjoyed season 2 enough. So I am going to put it in C tier, but it's in my low C tiers. It was okay, but not impressed. And very overrated.
I agree.
Best part was my family.
Yeah.
In the show.
Also, I just want to compliment your makeup today. You look beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you.